I need you as background noise when washing dishes. I hate that. I'm having issue with how the Vincentian canon works with the Marian dogmas, specifically the latter two. Vincentian canon is in the Commonitorium, chapter 2. Yeah, I would suggest as good reading for this. And I did a video as well, so I give you a reading and give you a video. Um, so let me see. What is the video called? So I did like a whole video on this. Dang. Oh yeah. Now I remember. It's called "Please Stop Abusing to Be Deep in History Is Deceased to Be a Protestant," and I talked about this for like 50 minutes, so that's going to give you a really full answer. But I would suggest, honestly, go into Newman's essay and St. John Henry Newman's essay. Go into St. John Henry Newman's essay on the development of essay on the development of doctrine. Sorry, I don't know why I tripped over that. And read the preface to it, like the introduction and preface to it, because he brings up a lot of very interesting, very cool, very awesome examples and shows how if you are going to interpret the Vincentian canon in such a sense as to provide some sort of strict physical or even moral unanimity at all times in order for something to be a dogma, like we would literally have, we would literally be losing like crazy, we'd be losing crazy things like paedo baptism. Um, we would be losing like very essential things that we all agree upon. So obviously, that's not the way in which we ought to interpret it. And if you want like a more theological analysis of this, if you, and this is translated into English, but if you look on divine tradition from Cardinal Johannes Baptiste Franzelin, if you just put in Franzelin, if you look at Franzelin tradition, you should be able to purchase a copy. But it has an entire article within there on the Vincentian canon and how the Vincentian canon ought to be interpreted. Because the key is that the Vincentian canon for a lot of people ends up being a sort of poison pill. No, not more like a double-edged sword, rather. It ends up being a double-edged sword for a lot of people because almost everybody in this sort of insanely rigid way of interpreting the Vincentian canon, unless you decide to read the history of certain doctrines in a insane way, you're not going to be able to hold to the Vincentian canon. But there's a better way of interpreting the Vincentian canon. Anyways,